What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It is Dad here from Dad Simply Cooking. And today we're going to make bread bowls for soup. We got soup in the crock pot. So I'm going to teach y'all how to make the bread bowls. I'm going to teach you how to make the soup. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Dad, this is Dad Simply Cooking. We're going to simplify making bread bowls, okay? I've done the research. See, I ain't got to, okay? I looked at all the videos. I've looked at a bunch of recipes on Pinterest and the internet and everything else. And I did think for a little bit, I'm in over my head. But if we break it down and make it super simple, lay everything out in front of us, then it becomes easy. So we have 7 cups here of flour, 3 cups of water, 4 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2.5 tablespoons of active yeast, and then 3/4 teaspoon of sugar. So what we're gonna do, we wanna make sure our water is nice and warm because we're gonna activate that yeast. So I'm gonna take my water, I'm gonna throw it in the microwave. Water is ready. So I'm gonna pour my water in there, my active yeast, and then we're gonna feed that yeast with the 3/4 teaspoon of sugar, okay? Then we just wanna whisk that together. Get everything incorporated and then set a timer. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes. We're gonna let that frop up. All right, my yeast is actually looking really good. And it's looking like it's starting to rise. That's fantastic. I'm just gonna add in a little bit to start with. So about 3 cups to start. See how froppy it is? That's good. Good yeast. Make sure our butter is cooled down, because our butter is going to go into this. And then our sugar. We're just going to take some more flour and add it right on in. Starting to thicken up, and that's what we want to see.
Stop it. You're buff it out. I'm gonna flap it too. Blow it up. Blow it up. Why don't
All right. So I kneaded my flour out a little bit, or my dough, I mean, and I'm gonna put it back in my mixer bowl. It's that simple, y'all. Put a few ingredients in a bowl, whisk it, let it rise for about 45 minutes until it doubles in size. Let's check out our yeast. Oh, it's a monster. Get down, beast. So get a pan and put some parchment paper down on it. So make balls with these, and then we kind of want a defined top. So we're going to tuck and fold. Pushing and kneading together, getting a nice round top to put on our pan. Preheat our oven at 400 degrees, so that's what these are going to go in at 400. We're also going to put some egg wash on these. Just like that, ba-bam! Professionato. All right, so I got 2 eggs here. We're gonna make some egg wash. What is that?
It's
A rock.
No, it's from the brick.
Put a little bit of heavy cream in there with those eggs. So crack those eggs. So I got my dough.
Look, them are both like straws.
Yep. And we're gonna take our egg wash.
And I'm gonna do the next one.
Okay. And we're just gonna cover the top with our egg wash. And today we're making soup in a bread bowl. The soup won't take long. I've already set the soup out. It's prepped, it's ready to roll. So we're gonna zoom through the soup. It's gonna be a simple, delicious Cowboy potato hamburger soup. A little bit of spice for that cold weather out there today, because it's a cold one. We're in the South, we're in North Carolina, and we're bracing. We're bracing, okay? We don't like the cold. We don't like the hot either. But we're in the South, so we're used to that. Put it in the crock pot for about 4 to 6 hours. So this soup cooks and it's delicious. So let's roll. Okay, so here we have our potatoes. About 4 or 5 potatoes cut up, a little bit of bacon, some carrots, onions, Worcestershire sauce, and everything else we're gonna need. So I'm excited about getting this on in. Got my crock pot bowl here. And in my crock pot, I'm gonna add my potatoes. These have been cut and soaked, so they're ready. So I got some beef broth. We're gonna do 4 cups of beef broth. So this is a 2-cup measuring cup. So there's 2. And 4. Perfect. We're gonna do 1 cup of water. 1 cup of water. Some diced tomatoes. 1 small onion. My carrots. Throw some peas in there if you want. I thought about it. My bacon, my Worcestershire. A little bit goes a long way with Worcestershire, okay? So crushed black pepper. Some of that salt. A tablespoon of Italian seasoning. And some paprika. Now we're also going to be adding some ground beef into here. I'm going to cook my ground beef down first and then add it on in to my soup. Mix all that in together. So we're going to go ahead and get our ground beef onto our griddle and go ahead and start cooking it on down so it's ready. Kind of mash it up. And this is about a pound, a little over a pound of hamburger meat. I'm just going to add it to my soup. Finish our soup up. We're going to add a cup of heavy cream. A cup of heavy cream. I'm going to add a little bit more because I forgot. About a half a cup. And then into our cream here, we're going to add in our cornstarch. And then pour that on in. Now, we can't forget the cheese. I've shredded some cheese earlier today in preparation. So I'm going to grab a handful of that Kobe Jack cheese. Some of that chaz on in. And we all know not too far behind is pepper. Feeling spicy. But not too spicy. And then we just go ahead and mix that on in too. Get this nice and thick and up. Look at these. These look phenomenal. They're huge, they're massive. I'm excited. And I'm just gonna kind of cut in a circle. Put some of that soup on in there. Look at that. I'm gonna add a little bit of cheddar right in that hole with that hot soup. Spruce it up a little bit by putting some parsley. And a little red chili flakes, never hurt. And voila, we have our delicious bread bowl. Cowboy or soup. I was about to say pasta. Cowboy soup. This looks absolutely delicious. Okay, the only thing left is to give it a try. Give it a whirl. That good old soup. Good soup. Oh yeah, that's good soup. That's really good soup. Dip that bread lid right on in to the soup. Get it nice and spongy. Oh. Y'all, it's cold. Takes about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours at most. Not for your soup. Your soup you could take all day, depending on how you cook it. These bread bowls, that's straight money. Mm. All right, y'all. I gotta go eat this because it's good. I love you. Thank you so much. Stay warm. If the roads are bad, stay home. Please don't go out if you don't have to. If you have to, go out. Praying for everybody. Stay safe. Stay warm. I love you. Drop a comment below where you're at, what you're seeing. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Stay safe. I'm serious.